Hey folks, Adam here, and do we have a treat for you. Human Fall Flat by No Breaks Games. After the last few games on review being either anger-inducing or hype Plantera strats, this game came as such a welcoming experience with genuine giggling moments. In Human Fall Flat, you play as Bob, quirkily stumbling his way from set piece to set piece the only way he seems to know how, awkwardly and by falling. The concept is that you're stuck in this kind of surreal yet fun and imaginative limbo or dream world, where by going through doors and solving puzzles you progress through the game and thusly fall. Sounds pretty standard, but the way it's done is nothing short of entertaining. The gameplay itself is a mix of the Octodad game mechanics where you manage simple limb movement independently, as well as a kind of Zelda-esque puzzle theme. From the moment you start, you also get this cool Stanley Parable feel. In the beginning levels you can pick up these stereotype deals, and when you do, a narrator starts explaining controls and different level obstacles in a straightforward but comedic manner.
Provide instructions ranging from not very helpful to totally useless.
I really do love this guy. When I started the game up, the sensitivity was through the roof. I would have liked to change that fact, however, both pause and start screens looked like this. That's a lot of no text boxes. Part of the cards! First box? Ah, great, game started. So you're falling. And falling. Falling. Oh! Concussion! Well, this was fun. Fortunately, Bob has the stubbornness of an angry cock and gets right back to his feet. I could say cock there because I mean the poultry kind. Suck it, censorship. And so the exploration begins. Nice. The game introduces its mechanics slowly and simply, which is pleasant. If you're real confused, don't worry. Hit pause and the instructions are the only things actually written in. The game explains how to progress through those radio voice log gizmos, and eventually you get a grasp on what you gotta do. First obstacle, push button, open door. Okay. Next obstacle, push two buttons at the same time, open door. Okay. Next obstacle, fall for what could be an eternity with no guarantee of survival. Okay, the force of gravity and physics apply to wherever you go. The level design is super fresh. In fact, more than once while falling to the next level you can get a brief overlook of the map, and you feel like a kid in a candy store with an all-you-can-eat for 5 cents regulation. And y'all brought change. Yes! Sometimes you are faced with new obstacles or layouts you're unfamiliar with, but fortunately you can be steered in the right direction by nice voiceover here.
Releasing too early or too late will not get you high, and you might as well do yoga instead.
You are so funny! Essentially what you learn is parkour! Parkour everywhere! Parkour this, parkour that. Okay, don't parkour that. There will be instances where you aren't guided. The level design, I cannot stress enough, is so good. They put stuff in this game that has no reason to be there other than just being another place to visit or items to use and have fun with. From spending literally 10 real-life minutes swinging under a bridge, getting to a path that just brings you back to the start, to uncovering serene underground caves with no purpose other than to create an atmosphere of adventure. You can spend ages going from one level to the next just by exploring and getting lost in each one. But I digress. The main aim of the game is pretty plain. Solve puzzles, go forward. Ranging from time-consuming head scratches to f***ing siege weapon demolition. The difficulty changes from room to room. There's also destructible terrain ranging from walls to windows. Rock and roll! Keeping all that was mentioned in mind, it can seriously play with your thought process when it comes to solving obstacle-based puzzles. So this one is my favorite example. As I walked through a door, this was my scene. The first thing I did was implement rock and roll, of course. After that I registered the crane, the switch, and the big arrow. At this point in the game, you haven't met destructible walls yet. You have met windows, however. So my brain is going into overdrive thinking, okay, so let's get the crane over here to the left, build the cushions at the wall, climb up, break in, done. Okay, can't climb the cushions, so use the crane as a swing to break the window? Okay, that didn't work. I shit you not that I was on this puzzle for I would easily say 15-20 minutes before... Due to my history with other games like this one, the answer is never so obvious. But Human Fall Flat makes you feel like an idiot by just giving it to you, or putting a big f***ing yellow arrow telling you where to move the f***ing... But then it switches things by presenting a true brain teaser, constantly varying the puzzle from thinking to get the result to parkour. You won't get tired of them. In my multiple hours of game time, I wasn't bored at all, and relished in the diverse concepts each level brought. Except for that f***ing crane one. That one can go f*** itself. Obviously, with having Octodad elements, the game can be rage-inducing. If you miss a jump and grab the ledge just 2 inches short, you won't be able to climb it. The victory is in touch distance, but just too far away. There's no sprint option, so you have to walk back to that start point of the puzzle, and depending on how far away the start was, it can be just a little grinding getting there. It's not far generally, but after the 6th time you fail, it becomes apparent how far you have to go to start again. Now honestly though, you wouldn't go very far into this game if you didn't enjoy facing those challenges. Being a competitive gamer, my patience doesn't have to be tested for long before I get super salty. Even on my way to obstacles or puzzles, just traversing the map could be hilarious. Things like okay wait, I oversold that hilarious, but I hope you understand that it was pretty f***ing funny. Things like opening doors like a drunk coming home at 2 in the morning, running like a 2-year-old towards a brightly colored swing set, even tackling ascending staircases. Well, I can't think of a more efficient way to go upstairs, and if there is one, I don't want to hear it. The soundtrack, or their lack of, is appropriate. Nothing OTT. In fact, in the levels like the building site and medieval scene, there was just ambient background, and it really suited it. Maybe the drilling sound got a bit much sometimes, but nothing to make me think, that's annoying, or that isn't good. By the end of my playthrough, this game found a special place in my game library. It was such a gem. From moments where I turned everything around me off so I could focus, trembled with excitement in the concept of self-launching myself off a catapult to open a drawbridge, to laughing out loud in real life and smiling profusely as I kept saying rock and roll to myself. I could praise this game for days, but in respect for the review, I will leave it at that. Thanks for watching this review, folks. If you'd like to see more reviews similar to this one, you can check out the last review made right up here. And if you want to stay on top of our daily uploads, you can subscribe by clicking here. The one and only website GameX.io is launching real soon, so head over there now and sign up so you can get great game recommendations that are given based on your previous game history, from PC to consoles to much more. Love, 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 love.